Hi, thanks for joining Garrett's Writing Corner. Today I just wanted to make a short video about what I believe the 4 stages of storytelling to be, specifically geared towards writers. So that first stage that I want to talk to you about is what I call the reader. This stage is marked by an unconscious spark to maybe one day become a writer. As you could probably tell by the title, it's the stage where you read a ton of books and you fall in love with books and with storytelling. The important thing about this stage is that even though you don't consciously know that you want to be a writer yet, you are still gathering information subconsciously about what works in stories and what doesn't. You have likes and dislikes, and a lot of people probably agree with the things that you think are great about a book and the things that you also dislike about a book. That's the first stage, the reader. The second stage is what I call the amateur. This stage is marked by learning. You're learning the rules of the game. You're learning the rules of writing. This includes learning grammar and learning storytelling. Probably most important about this stage is that as you read, you're reading with the purpose in mind of learning. If you can learn what your favorite authors do and replicate that in some fashion, then you're going to be far above a lot of people in this stage. So read with the intent of learning. This stage, importantly, is where you start to complete your first projects, your first 1 or 2 books, or your first 1 or 2 stories. And they're probably not going to be that good. That's okay. You're in the amateur stage. You're trying to learn how to do this. So that's what I call the second stage. The third stage that I'm going to talk to you about is what I call the storyteller. Now, at this stage, you've written enough that you know what you're doing. You have finished a book or 2 that are actually pretty good, and you've learned the rules of the game. Importantly, this stage is where you know those rules and you start to break them, because rules, when you're first starting out, you definitely shouldn't break them. They're there for a reason. But as you know the rules, you're experienced enough, you can start to break those rules in interesting ways, and it's pretty cool when you can do that. At this point, you have habits that have helped you learn how to write and write consistently. You may not be published yet at this stage, but I think if you make it this far, if that's something that you want to do, you're probably on your way. The fourth stage is what I call the master. Now, at this stage, it's exactly as it sounds. I think the mark of this stage is when you can take any mundane idea and combine it with other ideas and make the story great on a consistent basis. I think consistency, writing great stories consistently, is what marks the difference between the master and the storyteller. And importantly, the master knows that not everything they write will be received well by everybody. It will be received well by a lot of people. A lot of people will enjoy what you write in this stage, but even your favorite authors have poor reviews. It's important to realize that, and the master typically does realize that. That's my short video for the day. The 4 stages of writing: the reader, the amateur, the storyteller, and the master. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks. Bye.